a lot of stuff around kind of body image and what's portrayed online as like a running body. There's a lot of people out there who are maybe not that healthy, and so that image is also, if I run, should I be looking like that? So there's that kind of pressure as well of, should I be looking like that? Are they going to be more successful because they're lighter and leaner? So there's that also, I think, feeding into it.
In running communities and online, I think it's like downplayed very much, and it's really crazy to me. I know it's not their responsibility how other people behave, but other people do follow your opinions and what you're doing. So it would be nice if they, said something. And kind of that's why I started posting about my experience, because I kind of want to show that it's not just an injury and then 2 weeks later you can run.
I think as well with nutrition, there's so much information, there's so much misinformation out there compared to maybe some areas like physio or rehab where it's not quite as kind of widespread. And I think that makes it really difficult for people to navigate, and they're bombarded by different things. And then you've got people who are active online who are saying, oh, this is what I eat in a day and stuff. And is it really what people eat in a day? So I think that all feeds into something to make it like quite difficult to navigate. I think it's a lack of balance. So like a lot of it is the proportion of people who look a certain way and are the volume that they're eating and the types of things that they're eating is probably not reflective of a general athletic population. What I would love would be for somebody to put out there something where they actually ate, 4,000 calories because that's what they needed. And It was full of carbs, and they had, 3 biscuits with their cup of tea. It might be what they eat, but you do have a responsibility, I think, because people will see that, especially if you're like the keys in the word influencer. You're then, you're not necessarily putting it with a caveat of please speak to somebody who's qualified to talk about this sort of stuff. And it's kind of what I mean around the misinformation. Like there are people who have put a lot of information out about nutrition and what they eat and those types of things. And I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing to share, but I do think that there is a level of responsibility. And if what you're eating is going to be harmful to other people if they adopted that, then I don't think that that's the right thing to do. Because, we know so many people are exposed to social media. If you're thinking of like younger people as well, who are not necessarily even into sport, but people who are exposed to that, to think actually, well, that's what you should be eating. Well, it is irresponsible and it could have a negative impact.